Welcome to the Cougarland podcast. It is me and the tree, and not the one behind me, but the one on the screen. And it's been a while, and this is a very hard to get to, very popular guest, seen at many of the reunions and seen at many basketball games, and one of my dad's favorites. And it's good to have you on here, Jeff, Slim,
Well,
Tree, and many nicknames that you go by.
Tree in high school, Slim in college.
So you're in Kansas now, man. How did you end up there from Vicenza?
I'm-
What was your bounce? What was your trajectory leaving
so when
Vicenza?
I left, we went back to our senior year. I graduated in Georgia my senior year. And then I sat off at the end of the year. I was working at Walmart, saving a little bit of money. And then my goal was to go to Georgia Southern, which I did go to Georgia Southern. And I was planning on doing ROTC. So when I got to Georgia Southern, the school I went to, they just got done playing in the NCAA tournament. So I started college that spring semester, and I'm down in the gym, and I'm down there playing ball and dunking, and just playing a little ball. And the team just got back; they lost to Syracuse, and one of the coaches came down and saw me in the gym, and offered me a scholarship that next semester. And my goal, like I said, my goal was to do ROTC. That kind of flew out the window, and they didn't want me doing both. So I said, let me go ahead and take this free money right now. So that's what I did. Just played basketball all 4 years at Georgia Southern.
Nice.
So, and left there. I stayed there couple of years after playing basketball to finish my degree. I played basketball a couple of years in South America. And then I went back home, lived in Hinesville or Fort Stewart, and did a couple of things. I was like a probation officer there. Then it was time for me to move. No, I wouldn't play, probation officer, played basketball another year, and then went to Wisconsin out of all places.
Wow.
And one of my college friends lived there, and I lived there with him. He was in the military. Actually, he was at this little National Guard Army base, and so I moved there with him, and I was there probably maybe 93 to 2001.
Wow.
And then I met my current girlfriend now, Cassie, and we moved, her job moved us here to Wichita. And we've been here since 2001, 2002. I was in, Miss Charlotte, North Carolina. I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. I moved there, and I was there with a buddy of mine. He played soccer at Georgia Southern. Him and I were roommates there. And then it was just time for me to leave. Charlotte was okay, but I moved back to Hinesville, and then like I said, then played ball, and then went to Wisconsin. But at Wisconsin, I worked at the Boys and Girls Club there. When I moved to here in Wichita, I worked at the Boys and Girls Club here. And then it was getting burned out. It's just like the club here wasn't that good. I applied for another job at this technical college and been there since then. So it'll be 14 years for me there in August.
That's pretty cool. So you still work with the kids, or what is it that you do?
No, I leave the kids alone. We did a foster parent program here, and we had a kid for about 2 weeks, but he was a emergency place where we only had him for 2 weeks, and then he found a long-term family, and then put foster parenting on hold because of COVID.
Yeah.
Because both of us work, and neither one of us could spend time with him at home.
Kansas now, you get tornadoes down there. I'm over here in the hurricane town.
This is not the Wizard of damn Oz. Tornadoes don't pop up every damn hour, okay? That's like my brother Greg. He won't come visit just because he thinks tornadoes happen here every day.
It's going to get him. It's like going swimming in the ocean. You're the one the shark wants.
They have those tornadoes there. Since I've been here, we probably had maybe 2 tornadoes. Yeah, so it's not that bad.
That's not bad. It is what it is, man. It's nothing. I lived in California. We had earthquakes. Lately we had a lot of fires, and you go outside, you couldn't even breathe. So we were practicing with the mask before COVID.
Yeah.
But so it seems like that's going to get worse as things heat up around the world. You notice the temperatures go up. And I'm not Mr. Climate Change. Whether it's real or not, I don't know for certain, but I did see things get hotter. So it is what it is. But I got to say, man, how old were you when you got there? And I remember we were talking in the one podcast that we couldn't air, but how you saw these cowboys.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it never happened. It never happened. I neither can confirm or deny. It never can confirm or deny. But you saw the Davises. You saw Dino all dressed up like a cowboy on the airplane.
So it's funny. So when we came over, we flew out of Savannah, Georgia, and we ended up. I don't know. We flew out maybe San Francisco. I don't know why San Francisco was in my head. So we're walking, and we see these black cowboys. It was Dino, it was Bobby, it was his sister, and I think his parents. And it was like, look at them cowboys. And it happened to go. We're going to the same damn place, and that's how we met. So we met on the plane, man.
That's pretty cool. And you guys stayed, but you guys ended up playing ball together. And you had no idea at that moment that was going to happen, being the same team. And
no.
Oh,
no. So it was Dino's one of those rare guys, man. you just want to keep in. We had a great time over there in Italy, man. It's just got Bo and his brother. You got the McCray boys. You got the Spittles. You got the Ratcliffs. Let's see, what other siblings do we have over there? Not siblings. Yeah, what other siblings we have? I call them siblings. They're brothers. They're brothers. Come on, you got the Dempsey boys. I forgot.
The Dempseys.
One,
Yep.
there was a Sean. I think it was, what the other brother name? I forgot.
Oh yeah, me.
Was it Larry Dempsey or?
Oh, Larry. That's me, big Larry.
I know I saw him in San Antonio. What was his name?
Time of that reunion. That was a blast. That was a blast. But
yeah,
I remember when you came and your brother came to Vicenza, my dad, and then Dino, my dad's, oh my gosh, my basketball team's going to be off the hook. He had never had anybody as tall as you on his team. And he's, wow. He was just so excited. So you had a fan, the way you walked in.
Excited, 6'9", 165 pounds. I look like a damn spear with arms.
So many people are just like, wow, who's that large man in our school? It was like funny, dude. So
no, they didn't say large man. They said huge bitch.
So like for you, what was it like coming to Italy? What did you think when you just got there, like getting to know the people and stuff? How did you find the place?
When we got there, school had already started. And I remember going to, I think it was biology, and I think it was Dr. Ritchie taught the class. And I walked in class, and I go in there, and he's got a book in his hand, and he's reading out of the book backwards. And that's one of the first experiences I had with Vincenzo at school, was him reading out the book backwards. To this day, it still influences me because I read everything backwards now. So that's one of the things. And walking back there, I see all these huts in the back. I'm thinking on a Marine base. So, I had fun at Vincenzo, man. I did.
Yeah, were you surprised? Were you pleasantly surprised? Like you didn't know what to expect? You're leaving the country. Where were you coming from again exactly?
We came from Hinesville, Georgia, or
Hinesville, Georgia. Okay,
man, I like moving to new places. It didn't matter to me. I wanted to get out of Georgia anyway to begin with.
One of the highlights was when my dad had you guys play the Italian professional women, and I'm not going to say what the score was, but they were pretty damn good. I'll say that much.
Oh, they were pretty good. Ask Paul Ratcliffe about how good they were. They played 20-minute quarters. It was probably the worst ass whooping we ever got, and especially to our egos, whipped our asses.
Did you take you took a lot of sports trips. Where were some of your favorite places to go that you can recall, like outside of Vicenza?
Naples, Livorno. The thing about these sports trips is different from back in the States. When you go to a game, you're going to drive, you're going to go to the game, get there, and then after the game, you take your butt back home. That's one thing I liked about going to school in Italy, is like we spent a day there. We got to see the sights and things like that. So that's one of the good experiences that I take out of this trip, though.
Yeah, that was it. And you get to do the sleepover and hang out with your buddies. And I did a podcast with Scott Lewis, who used to play football in Vicenza, who moved back to Indiana. And he was a big, strong country boy. He was great at football. But then he goes back to the States. And what was different, if we had a football game or a basketball game, like on a Saturday morning, you get on post, you go to the snack bar, you get a little breakfast, or you go, if you can sneak into the chow line, you get the hookup over at the enlisted men's chow line. That was some off the chain food. And then you go hang out at the field, you wait for it to get going, or at the gym, and you spend a whole day there. And then afterwards you go to the team club. So my point is that you're on the either Villaggio bus or hanging out at the spot, and you're hanging out with your friends more than you would in the States. Because for him, once he joined football in the States, it was like, go to the game, everybody disperses all over the city in different places, different neighborhoods. Maybe they don't even hang out after high school. So I think that was the difference, is the bonding. We get to hang out with each other more. You feel the same way?
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't do that much. Like I said, I was a rebel, as you would say. I would do things on my own because I did some things that nobody knows about. I always say, if you're going to do something wrong, do it by yourself, because you're not going to tell on yourself. So
you weren't you weren't really on the wild side of things. I didn't see you
not really
under the bridge parties or nothing.
My wild side didn't happen until college.
Right.
After my freshman year of college, I became a celebrity, and I can do things and get away with things. Yeah, college, I changed a lot in college.
Yeah, it started coming to you. You're like, oh, they think I'm this guy. I guess I'll be this guy.
It became easier after I met a lot of different people, and I was able to read people a lot differently. And I was like, this is how I can get away with this. This is how I can do this. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of, and I got away with.
I'm proud that you got away with it. So you have one person on your side here. But my thing is, it's like, for you coming to Italy, one thing I was just thinking about the other night. We had kids from all 50 states. So I just moved to North Carolina. I feel like I already lived here. Why? because all these people from North Carolina went to our high school, like Harlan Calhoun and many others, or different parts of Georgia, or their dad was in Fort Bragg. So they were bringing some of the North Carolina vibe over to Italy, over to Vicenza, and the guys out of Georgia too. So we had a lot of people from southern areas coming over there, people from Texas. It's where the main bases were. Did you notice that too? Or but you get to see people from pretty much all 50 states.
Yeah.
So your
Yeah.
high school wasn't just one town anymore. You weren't just in Johnsonville, Kentucky, that place I just made up. You just didn't live in one town.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I had some good experiences over there, even with the teachers, the principals, just a lot of classmates. I had some pretty good experiences.
How about the food? Did you love that Italian food?
I love the sandwiches. I love the pizza. They have the ugliest pizzas in the world, but the pizzas are so good, man. We went to Phoenix a couple of years ago. That's when I met Chris Summers, Les Rayford, Keiko, and we went out to eat pizza. And it reminded me of Italy. So I haven't had any good ugly pizza in a long time. And Chris Summers had his own pizza oven, but he never made any pizza for us. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that.
No, he took me to his favorite place there in Phoenix, because I met him and Les out there too. So we both been down the same track. Of course, you've been going to all the reunions ever since, pretty much, about people than I did.
I've only been to maybe 4. I didn't keep in contact with anyone. I went to one in Fort Lauderdale, San Antonio, Vegas. We did a small one a couple of years ago in Dallas. Yeah, I've only been to like 4.
What was the earliest one you went to?
Probably Fort Lauderdale was the earliest one.
And that was what, a decade ago?
Man, yeah, probably. Yeah, probably 2000. I think in 2000, I don't know, maybe 2007, maybe.
Right.
Maybe 2007. So ever since Teddy stopped putting them on, we just don't have them anymore. he needs to get back.
He's selling real estate, man. He's busy. I know that life.
Teddy, he was Teddy Spittle, but now he doesn't do anymore. He's Teddy Shittle. He don't do anything anymore. All he does is shit.
Good old Teddy. I'll tell you what, man, he did help keep everybody stay in touch for a long time. And he was explaining that to me. So you remember the website he had? Did you ever find that before Facebook?
That was that Big Headis, what do you call it? Big Headis, something like that?
Yeah, Big Headis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had a website for Vicenza. And I guess it started with Peter Ritchie and Mike Dogliani were trying to keep everybody in touch through some kind of forums or something, like chat rooms, because that was the ancient, archaic days of the internet. But then Teddy built a website, so that kept a lot of us in touch, because that was the weird thing. Did you feel it was weird to come back to the States and not know where anybody went?
No, not really. I'm that type of person. Like, I can make new friends. I like reminiscing and getting to talk to some old classmates. I move on pretty.
No.
But not delete that. You leave that in there.
Yeah, leave that in there for them. Tell them how it is, uncut, unplugged. It's how it is. It's crazy, man. It's like, for me, seeing all you guys at the reunion gives me that little flashback. I don't know if you get that. Even if I'm talking to people that were before me, they're people of the same club, man. It's we went on this extended vacation to Europe, but there just happened to be a high school there. Yeah. And you're on a vacation with people you don't even know. So you got to get to know them while you're there.
It was after that last podcast we did that we never did.
Right.
I had a great time. I great time talking to I don't know what happened. I think it got destroyed or something. Did you run a magnet over it and it could just?
Oh yeah, I had to delete it from the hard drive, burn it in my backyard, threw my whole laptop in the fire pit. That's how it worked. No, but it's like you and Les hooked up after that. You and some of the guys, and that's the byproduct of the podcast. A lot of people reunited. They get together. You know,
Les is my boy though. I love that man.
Oh yeah.
Ever since meeting him and his wife, I put on 20 pounds for those damn crumble cookies. Damn you, Les and Shelly.
Didn't you guys take a vacation together too? I saw on Facebook.
Oh, actually, we just went to Georgia. We went to Georgia, and we had to make another trip to Florida. So we went to Florida too as well, and saw the Summers while we were there too. Chris and Kathy's parents. They're doing pretty good in Florida. It was a great time. We have a great time to go visit them. Plus, I got another friend from here who lives there too as well. So we went to eat dinner with them too as well.
You like to take those long vacations once in a while, huh? Get out of town.
Yeah, we just get in the car and just go, man. We like traveling. We did 16 hours in one day the other day getting back. It was a pretty good drive. No rain.
That's what's cool about classmates too, is because you could just drop in. Like I drove across the states. I visited some people from my youth that went to Stokes and stayed at their beautiful house. And I'm like, wow, it's cool that I know people here.
Yeah.
That was neat. And that we always had that thing in Italy too. Yeah, come stay at my house or whatever, because it's
Uh-huh.
you can't catch the last bus or the train to your
Exactly.
town doesn't
Or you
work
can
right
stay
now.
here.
Stay over each other's houses and stuff. You guys stayed at my house once. My dad's, I'm keeping him here because we got to win the game tomorrow.
Actually, when we were scheduled to go back, because my mom decided she wanted to go back a year early, because we were supposed to stay through my senior year. And your dad offered for me to stay with you guys. and my mom said, guess what? Hell no.
Oh gosh. My dad loved you, man. He's like, son, you're moving out. Where am I going? Go to Mark Parkin's house. I
They
moved.
said,
Tree's got your room now.
I
Right?
can't do it. I can't do it, coach. You damn bastard.
Oh, he wanted to keep you there, man. It's like, how many other kids get their high school coach? No, I'll keep him. Don't worry. Just let him stay with me. You don't need him. He's just going to eat all your food. I'll take care of him. Right?
Exactly.
I gotta win next year. I'm got a bunch of 5'9" guys. How dare you take him away from me? Right?
Yeah. Man, we had two pretty good basketball teams in one year.
You
We had
did.
two. We had the The Brothers Five and the Slamma Jammas.
The Slamma Jammas.
You had 5 black guys and 5 white guys. Which ones you think were the Slamma Jammas? You never seen Paul Ratcliffe dunk the ball, have you?
Oh my gosh. I just remember very vividly your brother like flying over the rim. I remember that. And you were just you're just growing into your body, getting growth spurts. Did you grow even more after that point?
I was probably 6'8". I was probably 6'8" there. And I was ended up being 6'9" only. 6'9", like I said, 180 some pounds. Now I'm 6'9", 330. I got up to 407 pounds too.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You were getting into pro wrestling for a while or what?
Nah, I was Jabba the Hutt stuntman in Star Wars. I saw that, so I couldn't get any better roles, so I had to lose some weight.
Have you gone back to Italy, or you ever think about going back?
I thought about it, but never really gave it any serious consideration, though.
It took me 25 years to go back to Europe, man. My wife is like, we're going. She likes to travel. And I'm like, I could tell her. It's like when you go to the video store with your girlfriend. Oh, we don't want to watch that. We don't want to watch that movie. I already saw that one. It's not any good. Chuck Norris kills everybody. No.
Yeah.
Anyways, you're talking him out of it and you're pushing him towards the movie you want to watch back when Blockbuster existed. But anyways, I went to Spain. I loved it, man. I love the hell out of it.
I can't go overseas anymore because you find I have a couple of kids somewhere, so I don't go anywhere.
A bunch of little Italian kids, huh? Papa,
more South America, papi. No.
Where were you?
Not have big ears. You're not my son. Sorry.
Where were you playing basketball in South America?
Dominican Republic.
That's pretty cool. Yep. I knew guys that played baseball down there. They loved it.
Oh, I love Dominican Republic. You can get in trouble there every day.
Yeah, well, you're like a little celebrity too.
Yeah.
Yeah, even worse than the college. You took that college vibe and took it down the Dominican Republic. Oh my gosh.
I got a little caught up in a couple other things while there.
Yeah. You've managed
just the women.
You managed to stay in the straight and narrow. We'll see all your kids at the next reunion. They'll find us. They're gonna find this podcast. So who have you seen? Who do you see most of the years? The summers, pretty much, right?
No one in particular, really. No one lives in this area. There's a couple of people in Dallas. I'm planning on going to Dallas sometime soon to see Dennis. Not Dennis, Dino. I know that. I think Chuck Longhenry's there too as well.
I think he's in Colorado, Chuck Longhenry. Yeah. But he goes to Texas.
I thought he was in Dallas. I thought he was around the Dallas area. Lisa Rapon, Frog, she's in Texas somewhere. Colorado, Christy Johnson or Christy Gordon, she's in Colorado. Talk to her every once in a while. We stopped by and saw them a couple of years ago. Let's see, Texas. We have those reunions. Penny is in Vegas.
Right.
Who else? I think Diane Hernandez is in Texas somewhere. I could be wrong.
She is. She's in Texas. Mark's
Charmaine is in Orlando. I saw Charmaine. I had a conference to go to Orlando, and I saw Charmaine in Orlando. Don't ever drive in a car with her, okay? Don't ever drive in a car with her. Oh my God. She's the worst driver in the world. Stevie Wonder can drive better than her.
Oh my goodness. That's a statement right there. Yeah. So who else? So that's who's in Texas. Mark Parkins is in Texas. Dino's in Texas. There's a few other people in Texas. But I told you that Mark Rivera lives near you. I don't know how far that part of Kansas is.
Manhattan is about 2 hours away. That's where K-State is.
Okay. Yeah. He's over there. He's loving it. He was in the Army, and his dad was a sergeant major over in Italy. And then it's interesting because we were both in Desert Storm with his dad. I just didn't know until I talked to him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was pretty interesting. But it's cool to see everybody. I'm going to try to meet up with the people in North Carolina. I'm just getting used to my new house and getting locked in here. And
Yeah.
that's pretty much the gist. Anybody you want to see that you haven't seen on here yet
I would like to get another reunion together. That'd be great if we could do another reunion.
at your house?
Oh hell no, I don't like y'all. I don't like y'all that much.
I hear that if we go to Kansas City, you're like the mayor, so I'm sure you could hook something up.
Oh no 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 no.
Wichita, excuse me.
Wichita, I might be maybe. Yeah, I could be the mayor in Wichita, but no, Kansas City. I don't go there that much.
Yeah,
I had a couple of friends there, but not. I don't go there. Oh, Celeste is there. Celeste, what's Celeste's last name?
Richardson.
There she is. Yeah, she's there. She's in Kansas City.
There you go.
She's a KU fan.
There you go.
She's a KU fan, and I'm gonna throw this out to her too, Celeste. KU it's University of Kansas. That should not be UK, but the real UK is Kentucky. Just want to let you know that.
Oh, there you go. So those are some good shout outs. So we'll try to get another reunion for you here soon. You want one immediately?
Yes. Are you going to work on that?
Maybe. Let's see. Guys, leave some comments here on our channel. Tell us how many of you guys want to have a reunion. And tell us how much you're going to pay me and Tree to arrange it.
Exactly.
I got to dance. He's going to sing. It's a combination thing here. We have a routine. You guys are paying for the entertainment.
And if you guys get a hold of me, just call me.
We'll get people to come out, dude. It's been pretty awesome.